Hi, this is Trey Pastor. Welcome to my review of Barbie. This is the movie starring Margot Robbie, Ryan Gosling. I say array. This movie has basically an all-star cast in it behind it, but it's a comedy adventure based on the Barbie doll and stuff. And I really have to say that I really enjoyed the movie. Now, to be upfront, I know a lot of people, and there's going to be a lot of people, especially YouTubers, probably, and that's probably going to hate the movie. They're probably going to think it's anti-men. Uh, a lot of them when they see this movie, but I actually like the movie, and I think actually this movie is not anti-men as much as it's kind of pro-women, and I think the person that comes off the best in this movie to me is Ryan Gosling's character, because his character has an arc. Okay, he starts one way and eventually, he eventually turns to, by the end of the movie, his character has a transformation. And also, of course, Margot Robbie is the title character of Barbie. She basically has as you see in the trailer, a crisis. The thing starts changing. She starts feeling different than the normal way Barbie Land is. And she gets advised to go to the real world, like you see in the trailer, to figure it out. And so she goes, and Ken, of course, tags along, Ryan Gosling. And that's where the movie unfolds. Without spoiling it too much, I did enjoy this movie. Visually, it's beautiful and has really, I guess, and like I said, great performances in this movie. I think Margot Robbie was really good as the title character of Barbie. She's a real good actress anyway, but I think to me, the MVP of this movie is Ryan Gosling. His character is Ken. It's just absolutely fantastic, and he gives it his all. And I really loved his performance in this movie. Now, as far as the anti-men thing is, I don't think it's so much anti-men. It's more of a This is about the roles of women in society and stuff, but it's also they give Ken, like I said, the character of Ken has a kind of he has an arc in this movie, which I think is very important. To the Barbie movie, and to men in general, he actually has an arc. And without spoiling it, I don't want to spoil it, but his character, goes through some things. Okay, just put it that way. And he really, Ryan Gosling really nails it to me. He's just really good. Like I said, this movie has an all-star cast, basically. And I say Kate McKinnon is, who I really enjoyed. She's in this as well. America Ferrara, who I forgot was in this. I saw she's in it for a brief minute in the trailer. You see her character, but she plays an important part in this movie as well. Alexandra Shipp, who I'm a big fan of, she's in this, and I like her. I like her part too in this movie. And Emma Mackey, she's in it as well. I say Ray's in this. Those characters don't have gigantic roles in this, but they're in the movie and they make memorable appearances in this movie. And also the actor that said Secret Invasion, his name is Kingsley Ben-Adir as another Ken. I thought he was really good in a supporting kind of way. And I just realized this guy, I just think this is the guy from Sex Education, Nakati Gatwa. I think he's from Sex Education. Let me click on his name. I didn't realize this until after I saw his name in the credits, because I remember him from Sex Education. Let me just make sure. I think he is from Sex Education. Hold on. Yes, Sex Education. He is from Sex. I see. I didn't even realize that he was in that. I totally didn't realize that was him until I was looking at his picture in IMDb. But he is in this as well, and he's nice. And of course, like I say, Simon Liu, who's Shang-Chi, he has like a small part in this as well as kind of a rival to Ken. And I thought actually their roles were going to be slightly different, but he's not in the movie as much. Again, and we got funny cameos from like John Cena is in this as well, which I absolutely cracked up laughing when he popped up in there because I wasn't expecting him, even though I think I heard that he was in this. But this movie, again, it's more about Barbie's kind of character growth. And Will Ferrell, I forgot to mention him. I think I did mention him. Will Ferrell is great in this as well as usual. I'm a big fan of Will Ferrell, so he's good in his part as well. And overall, this movie is, I think, a really well done movie. And like I said, there's going to be certain people that's going to hate. They're going to think it's anti-men and that they shouldn't go see it, or like Hollywood's trying to project a message to this that's anti-men. But I don't think it's that way. I think you lose if you just look at it at just that lens. I think you're going to lose some subtle parts to this movie. And again, Ryan Gosling's, this movie would not work to me without Ryan Gosling's character in this movie as Ken. he to me is a vital part of this movie. So that's why I don't think this movie is anti-men. Sure, he plays kind of a stereotypical kind of character in this movie, but like I said, his character has an arc in this movie. So which makes it, and I think, and plus he gives this, Ryan Gosling gives it his all in this movie. This is probably the most I've been impressed with him in a movie. I think forever. He just gives it his all in this movie, and he to me is the silent MVP of this movie. And like I said, Margot Robbie, who I'm also a big fan of, her character has it's her movie, and she has an arc, and Margot Robbie is Margot Robbie, and she's really good, and her character is well written in this movie as well. And again, like I said, America Ferrera, who I forgot that she was in this movie because she's in the trailer, I think in the trailer real briefly, but she plays an important part in this movie, and I think she's really good too. I'm a big fan. I used to watch Ugly Betty, so I am a big fan of America Ferrera. I think she's a really good actress, and she kind of plays a vital role in this as well. And overall, like I said, I think this is a decent movie. You take it out, I think guys can see this movie as well and enjoy it for what it is. And again, Ryan Gosling, to me, just makes this movie what it is. Okay, his character of Ken is just hilarious, funny, and you feel sympathy for his character. So, which is, to me, as a home run. Which means to me he's a well-written character that you feel all those emotions for his character. Okay, you feel just as much for him as you feel for Barbie, which I think is a vital importance, which makes this movie not anti-men. Although, like I said, I know there's going to be YouTubers on YouTube that's going to say this movie has an agenda, that it's anti-men, that it's woke. They'll say that. This movie has great diversity in it, and to me, that's not a bad thing in this movie. It works for this movie. Okay, and it's not, again, to me, it's not anti-men so much as it's pro-women, of course, and it also shows you that men have a role to play in women, in society as well. And it does talk about the things that happen, things between men and women, between men and women in society. Okay, and I think Greta Gerwig and her husband, I think Noah, or partner, I guess, I don't know if they're married, Noah Baumbach, I think they did a good job writing the script. Okay, because it winds up giving you a well balanced. And also, I forgot one other person that was in this movie, Rhea Perlman, who I've loved since Cheers. She's in this movie as well, and she plays a key part in this movie as well, which I don't want to spoil. And it was good to see Rhea Perlman because I don't think I've seen her in anything in a long time, so it was nice to see her show up in this movie. But overall, like I said, visually this movie is just absolutely stunning. The colors and everything is just great. The comedy is really good in there. There's a couple of Hollywood inside jokes in this movie as well that people I know will crack up when they catch it, especially people, I mean, there's two particular jokes to look for when you watch this movie, which I don't want to spoil, but I found those jokes really good. Okay, but again, great cast for this movie, a really good story, great direction, visually it's beautiful. Oh yeah, one other guy, what's the guy's name? The guy, Michael Cera. He was Alan, because remember, I think when the Barbie came out and there was Ken, and then I think he had a friend called Alan. I think that's the doll called Alan, which a lot of people just forgot about. And in this movie, he's kind of the same way with the character of Alan. And Michael Cera, who I absolutely love him too as well. He's in this movie as well in a memorable small role, which I like as well. So overall, I definitely would say go check out this movie. Again, like I said, to me, it's not anti-men. I know, again, like I said, there are going to be a lot of these certain YouTube channels that are going to say, "Oh, this movie's anti-men. Don't go see it." And all this, no. But trust me, if you like movies and you like to be entertained, okay, see this movie. And if you're a big fan of Ryan Gosling in particular, see this movie. Okay, Ryan Gosling kills it in this movie to me. Yeah, he's just one of the. I think to me, like I said, the MVP of this movie. Margot Robbie is good as usual as Barbie. And of course, you always, you feel for her character, especially there's really good moments for her, and when in all throughout the movie. But to me, again, Ryan Gosling as Ken, okay, is my MVP from this movie, which makes me makes it not an anti-men movie. Okay, sure, there's stereotypes in this movie, which is supposed to be okay, which is the whole purpose of this, because this is a comedy. Okay, so again. A lot of people are just going to say it's anti-men, it's woke, it has a message, it's anti-men, but don't listen to it. Go see the movie for yourself and judge it for yourself. That's what I want to say. If you want to see this movie, go see it and judge it for yourself, okay? Don't take anybody's other word for it. They say, oh, that's anti-men, oh, they hate men, or what, they have an agenda or whatever. go see it for yourself and judge for yourself. Okay, that's what I have to say. This is an entertaining movie. I love the cast. Again, Ryan Gosling is my MVP for this movie. And overall, I would give this movie, I would give it a B minus or I would give it an a kind of 7.8 or B minus. Okay, but this is, again, it's an entertaining movie. There's some jokes in this movie, and I definitely apply this movie when it comes on Blu-ray. And again, Ryan Gosling to me is the MVP of this movie. He has so many great moments in this movie, and the very fact, I think there's even a quote about that he says, what does it say? I think they said how he got the part. They say he accepted the role to after seeing his daughter's Ken doll lying face down in the mud next to a squished lemon. He took a shot of that and sent it to the director saying, "I shall be your Ken. His story must be told." I thought that's absolutely hilarious. And the very fact that Ryan Gosling took this movie because of his daughter makes it, and he's just, to me, utterly charming in this movie. Okay, definitely I go see this movie. Okay, at least for Ryan Gosling alone. Okay, but overall, like I said, you're a big fan of Margot Robbie, big fan of Greta Gerwig. Trust me, a big fan of, and I know a lot of probably women will probably take their daughters to see it anyway because they probably grew up with the Barbie dolls and all that stuff, and for nostalgia and all that stuff. But it's a good movie, overall. It has a good, has a message in it, and to me, you get great performances out of this. But Ryan Gosling, to me, my MVP. I know I keep saying that over and over again, but he is my MVP of this movie. Anyway, let me know what you think. Feel free to leave comments down below. I have links to my social media in the description box: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Also have a link to my other channel called Views and Opinions. We check that out as well. Also have a link down below to my Patreon, which is only $5 a month. I have tons of content on there, tons of unedited content on there. Everything from Marvel shows to DC shows to Star Wars shows to movies to The Boys Season 3. Follow link down below. Check it out if you want to join. Also, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel, and I truly appreciate it. Also, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so you know when I upload new content to this channel. And this is Trade Pass. Saying so long and take care.